Hey everybody, so I'm here in my van. I'm just going to try and install my roof light again. Hopefully that's big enough you can see it all in the picture. I'm just going to do a little bit of a show you what's going on with it. This was the one from our previous van we have in France, so we just got back from France and I want to try and install it. So I'll just show you what it is. We got it from Cozy Campers Ireland, a company up in Dublin where I also got the split charge relay from, but they're a great company, and the guy gave me loads of help when I was asking about the solar panels as well, and the split charge relay was really helpful. I'd recommend checking them out if you're trying to convert a camper in Ireland. Okay, so I'll just give you a little look at this. So it's not very big. It's only about 28 centimeters by 28 centimeters. So this is the bit that's internal, obviously. Pops off there. External, and then by depressing these, the top part will pop out. I can't really do it with one hand, but I'll do it in a second. And then it's got a really handy fly sheet here. Very handy. And it also then pops off like that. It only costs €50 from Cozy Campers Ireland. So I'll just pop off the top here. So here we are. This is how much clearance you've got here. So obviously this will be flush with the roof of the van, and as you can see here, I'd already drilled the holes. Now all these scratches on it were, I scored those with a Stanley knife just to increase the grip with the Tech 7 that I was using. The very first time, this is a strange kind of plastic compound. The first time I used just regular sealant, nothing special, just the cheapest kind of one from my hardware store. And in fact I used it twice because the first time it didn't work properly. I assumed that maybe it just hadn't set correctly or water had got in underneath here. But it's very difficult to bond to this stuff. It's a special type of plastic, so I had to go out and buy a tube of Tech 7. It's not majorly expensive, but if I bought the Tech 7 in the first place, it would have saved me paying for the other two tubes. So I had to use special Tech 7. When I get up on the roof, I'll show you a bit more. So this part is obviously going to be going down inside the van and then meets up with the inner frame. So you got this much depth to go through, which is going to be too deep for me, but it doesn't make a difference. It'll probably only go down to the wooden frame, but we'll see anyway. Okay, so I'll hop up on the van now and just show you from there. So I'm just up here, I'm trying to decide where to place the roof light. I think kind of the best place that I'm not trying to put any shelves internally would be over the foot of the bed, kind of here. Because I'm thinking that my solar panels will probably go here and here, because I want the connections up at the front corner. Over here is the passenger side. This is the driver's side front. I'm going to want them going down inside and into the seat box. So I think over here, at the end of the bed, is probably the best idea. But also I just need to go underneath and measure and make sure none of the supporting struts are in the way when I cut it, because it would be a disaster if I accidentally cut through one of those. Okay, so I'm up on the roof of the van now, and I'm just about halfway through cutting through the roof of the van, and I realised that the camera slipped. So I'm just going to basically start from the start and walk you through it. So the tools that you're going to need are going to be a jigsaw with a metal blade, a drill with metal cutting drill bit, and then something to draw the straight lines. So here's the roof light. So all I've done is I just traced along the underside, red line, joined them up with a spirit level, and then use the drill to cut a pilot hole at each of the corners, and then I'm just cutting along that line. And a trick to do when you're cutting out the metal part is to cut out this side and then cut out this side, or else opposite, this side and this side, and that way when you cut, the metal won't flap all over the place. Because if you start cutting this and then I start cutting this and then I cut this piece of metal will be whacking up and down like this. So I'm going to try video the rest of the cuts now anyway. Okay. So there's a spare bit. See, with the insulation, spray on insulation. And there's just the bubble wrap insulation that we put above the roof, just because we had a bit of it extra. So that's above the ceiling, as you've seen in a previous video. So now I'm gonna go inside and, oh, we'd better just double check that this fits in here. So we're almost there. There we go. So I just finished tightening up the screws here and the same on these sides. So now I can pop this up and down, no problem. Stick that there, and now this should fit nicely here. Perfect. I'm just gonna screw these in here and that'll be done. So I just finished putting in those final few screws and decided that I wanted the fly net to open on the inside of the van so that it's not kind of hanging around over the corner of the bed. So you can see it's positioned kind of there now inside the van. It's over the foot of the bed, the left hand side. Let's just see how much light it gives us when the van is closed. So bearing in mind that it is 6 or 7 in the evening. Perfect. You can just about see up outside of it. Another job done.